Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses. Maiyegun today, oh, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun diary, lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary, gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary, àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary.
Thank you so much for joining me. Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Maiyegun Live.
Maiyegun diary politico. Maiyegun diary Godfatherism. Kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun diary. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹ́gọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Maiyegun diary. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Maiyegun ti dé.
Thank you.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Maiyegun ti dé.
Share the broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite everybody that needs to be here. While we wait for them, right? Share the video.
And yes, we offered them money. We said, look, if we have to pay you not to kill our people, we're happy to do it. Compensation for lives and property has foundations even in the Quran and the Bible. Frankly, as the governor of the state, this is where my opinion comes in. As I speak, we are aware of some church leaders that have been getting money from abroad to bury Christians that have been killed, to rebuild thousands of churches that have been destroyed, because the more they put this on social media and give the impression that Christians are being targeted, the more dollars flow in.
Is there proof of this?
I will not say proof. The security agencies have been monitoring and offered them money. We said, look, if we have to pay you not to kill our people, we're happy to do it. Compensation for lives and property has foundations even in the Quran and the Bible. Frankly, as the governor of the state, this is where my opinion comes in. As I speak, we are aware of some church leaders that have been getting money from abroad to bury Christians that have been killed.
Thank you so much. I decided to, I was having some technical issue from the start. So I'm just making sure that everything is working fine. I hope you can hear me clearly, by the way. Can you? Clearly enough. Thank you. So now we can get started. Yes, today, today is Agbeka's birthday. And we just had an in-house. She went out for lunch with family and wasn't a big thing much, but thank you for asking. Olowo. Yes, you have read the caption of the broadcast. Yeah, you can drop your comment in that comment section. But we'll be taking everything layer by layer. First, we'll start with Sheikh Gumi, who has now recanted and decided never to speak for the terrorists anymore. And he also came out with a confession just recently, just about a day or two ago. He said, many of you may not know why he's been talking and trying to, to bring the grievance and the grievances of the Fulani terrorists kidnapping and killing people needlessly, unchallenged in northern Nigeria, and why Nigerians shouldn't criminalize them, because you guys have no idea. They kidnapped his own brother too. I know some of you are like, Baba, forget that one, a family business. But I'm just telling you. He said one of the reasons why he thought that there are reasons for kidnapping and killing and into all this terrorism is simply because they felt marginalized. They felt like Buhari, well, they said Buhari failed them. And the reason why I played you that audio in the background, for some of you who remember this voice, let me see.
And yes, we offered them money. We said, look, if we have to pay you not to kill our people, we're happy to do it. Compensation for lives and property has foundations even in the Quran and the Bible.
So you remember who said that? That is the governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, in defense of why they paid terrorists to come back to Nigeria. In that interview, El-Rufai confirmed that he traveled all over West Africa where Fulanis have been feeling marginalized or left out by other countries. He told them, you can come back to Nigeria. If you have lost cattle, we'll pay you. If you have been caught up in our local crisis, we'll pay you money. Come back. And since they came back, Kaduna State, southern Kaduna, has seen thousands of people murdered and hundreds of thousands others displaced, completely displaced. So Gumi said, in one of the reasons why the Fulanis are carrying AK-47 and kidnapping people is because they promised them that they were going to build them schools. They were going to give them land to have their farms. If APC wins, they are going to make sure that their children are, sent to school. They have a good healthcare system. They have this, they have that. They will give them money. That promise that they failed to fulfill, according to Gumi, was the reason why they have been kidnapping people. But he said, well, now that everybody has agreed that them be terrorists, he's going to stay away from them. Justifiably so, they kidnapped his own brother too, and he paid them ransom. Meanwhile, he's been building water for some of them in the forest of Kaduna, forest of Zamfara, and all these places. He's been going there building motorized balls for them. But he said this is why he's staying off now. There are many of those who come on social media to defend Nigeria. There are many of those unity beggars from northern Nigeria whose family members, household have paid the supreme price of all over this insecurity in northern Nigeria. But somehow, they are still so attached to that, what that power is. Like, oh yeah, we have the power to do anything we want, but no power to protect ourselves. That is just the K-leg now, but that K-leg is also about to break. Because I was reading it earlier today. I told you about this looming revolution in northern Nigeria. It will start like protest. And before you see it, it may snowball to what you and I kind of would only imagine. Now, they said that they have started releasing music, flyers in northern Nigeria, biggest city. I mean, their biggest cities like Kano, Kaduna, and all these areas. They are already like, releasing flyers, music, mobilizing, and they're gearing up for what they call mother of all protests. That's even you from southern Nigeria, you are likely going to be infected. Since everybody don't bottle their problem, their anger, their rage. If you try to say anything, they will shoot you. If you try to say, so everybody is bottling it, holding it in, until when that fire will break and boom. So they said they were recruiting lawyers, the lawyers that are going to possibly stand in pro bono. Pro bono is like impromptu, free of charge legal service for those that are likely going to get caught up. I'm glad that say somehow show that many of you have come to hate, or should I say love to hate somehow. His energy, right, is also adding to it, because according to Omoyele Sowore, which you have I've spoken to many times on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, he said, you may think, or they may make us believe that this political class that's lording it over the rest of the country, despite their corruption, mismanagement, and inefficiencies, what do you call it? Yeah. They are right there inside that northern Nigeria. There are still millions of others who actually disagrees with that system, but they haven't really found the connection that will spark just same way like that of the southern Nigeria. Once that gap is breached, it's over for them. That is the bridge that has not been able to match all this while. But Omoyele Sowore has started with us. Listen, don't let them intimidate you. Don't let them harass you into silence. Same way he added and he ignited the energy of NSAS. For some of you who probably won't remember anymore, I will remind you. When NSAS protest was about to start, first, it started on social media. We need to protest. We need to do this. Don't protest or they will shoot you. Don't do this or they will do that. Then people started calling out their celebrities. And I think the first celebrity that showed up or showed interest was Naira Marley, simply because he decided to tweet about it. By Tuesday, if they don't announce the ban of SARS, we are going to go on the streets, blah, 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 blah. And some said, why do we have to wait till Tuesday? No, we Then you know what happened now? They threatened him. They, as usual, they intimidated him, did all that. And the next thing was, Naira Marley was going to meet with the police IG. They are going to discuss about SARS. That was when Showore energy sparked things up. So listen, you don't need a celebrity to express your displeasure. You don't need this, you don't need that. Whether they want it or not, we are going to go out in Abuja tomorrow. I'm like magic. Force, the bad guy, also tweeted about it and said, yes, we are all going to go out on Tuesday. Lekki Toll Gate, this Admiral Way, blah, 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 blah. That was how it started, the energy. And that shook them beyond their what do you call, their comfortable, lofty IOCs. It shook them. But they were able to fight back by turning it into tribal, religious protest in northern Nigeria. How? They decided to tell all their youth, who actually knows what is going on, that no, they should never believe what they are hearing. If they should support the southern people to demand for what they are demanding for, they will kick Buhari out. And Omoyele Sowore became the target. You know the story. He was attacked, harassed by the same Nigerians who came out to protest in Abuja when they said he's trying to hijack their protest. They turned on him, online, offline. He had to stay away. Until when the same government that intimidated them into silence came back with further terrible force. You know the story. I just thought I should tell you, remind you. The same energy, Sowore has pumped it into this secure north. Do not be surprised if the spark starts, because as I'm talking to you right now, this is no longer just a say or talk of no. They have already picked up locations where protests are going to take place, and they are not backing down, just like that of the NSAS, until maybe some of you who have no idea now, until this thing will spark up, and then Sowore will become your target again. Look at this Sowore. The reason why I don't believe this is because Sowore is there. But guess what? It doesn't make any sense to anybody yet. But from some of us following this behind the scene, we will not be surprised if tomorrow morning, boom, boom, and boom, 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 like that. Yep. You see your military and your DSS and your police and everybody running helter-skelter, giving different tests, press statement and the rest of that. That's it. So Sowore has pumping that energy, and I thought I should please put it at the foundation of your, of your mind from now, because of what we should be looking forward to. They have assured everyone that, listen, if you guys are ready, there are those who have been complaining about this. Many of them have been shot and killed. Many of them have been jailed, including myself, Omoyele Sowore. I have been locked up illegally here in Abuja, where I couldn't move to any other part of the country. It is part of the plot to shut people up from speaking up. So if you are ready, we have the lawyers. If you can't trust all these other lawyers and anywhere, Femi Falana, SAN, has agreed to take it up. If anybody harass you, if anybody pick you up or anywhere, just raise the alarm. You will be represented. And that's a start. That's a very good start, a very good foundation for what is to come. Because I like that. The other one that caught my attention is that of the advice, or should I say warning? Let's call it advice, given to Ooni of Ife, Onirisha, by the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, that if Ooni want to think right, he should never stand anywhere and convince Yorubas to vote for any politician in 2023, because the same people coming to him now are the same people who did everything to get rid of him from becoming the Ooni of Ife. And if we should cut the chase, you should know that Obasanjo is talking about Tinubu. The easiest way, or let me say the easiest job that is going to become the toughest job, is how to sell Tinubu to the Yorubas. Because according to some, it is already a done deal. Tinubu, Yorubas are going to support Tinubu 100%, like that. Meanwhile, it is going to be the toughest sale, the toughest sale for all of those Lagos, Abobaku, and gang. But they will find out later. Doesn't really have to be right away. They will figure it out later. Obasanjo said, those who were against him from becoming Ooni, who did everything, they are coming for his endorsement, and he's already working towards that line. They are all Ooni of Ife, and including all the Yoruba Obas, should be very careful in telling Yorubas to go and vote for this or to go and vote for that. The last time they did it, where did that bring Yorubas? This is where it brought us. So poverty, insecurity, underdevelopment, corruption, increased in crime, and on and on and on and on. That is what this has brought Yorubas, to the point that we have become refugees in another country for the first time in our over 500 years of existence, I'll say. Becoming refugees in another place and all of that, you know. But yeah, where did that bring us, the Yorubas? So if you go out there and you begin to now sell the same people, they're under, though this is just the class thing, all right? So it doesn't really concern us. But when we hear that, it's also good to let, what do you call it? To let ourselves know that the same position we take when we say those who have compromised the interest of their people and continue to lie to us, continue to manage to manipulate us using the position that they hold as respected position, mostly traditional, are going to come to nothing very soon, because the way they are using that same position to enable for that deprivation of human, what do you call it, any human living standard as a people, their collaboration, their collusion, and the rest of them will soon make their different titles nothing in Yoruba land, and we are getting there. So Obasanjo telling Obasanjo telling Ooni to be careful about Tinubu. It's not just going to be us telling them. It's not just Obasanjo or us. We will continue to remind them. Somebody told me and they said, did you know that in 1984, Buhari jailed Bisi Akande for corruption? And 38 years later, Bisi Akande says they love Buhari because of his integrity. Buhari in return said Bisi Akande is somebody he can go to the jungle with. So what does that tell you, Maiyegun? So it's the same thing. Whatever they do to themselves is for themselves. The best thing is for people to understand that you can't die in their war if you are smart enough. And that is exactly what brings us back to your secure north. North is bleeding. Criminals who have the opportunity of holding power in Nigeria are only living or sustaining such grip on power through the war of tribe, religion, and all these other vices that some of you hold dear. And they don't care right? They don't care about all those things, religion, tribe, and the rest of that. They can wake up tomorrow and send themselves to jail. And then the next thing, they can make the person they sent to jail the next president. They can make him the next governor. And it will be like never really committed any crime. Everything is gone. It is all within themselves. But who are those who are paying the prices? Who are those who are paying the consequences of all of their actions? You, me, all of us who probably, majority of us who have no real say in what brought us to this level. So if you want to break away from the chain of what do you call it? The chain of slavery, which is now pretty much like psychological. It's not more. It's no longer physical. When they call for more, we challenge them. You have no excuse, and I can't wait to see how this is going to play out, especially for those of you who have sat duck for years in northern Nigeria, waiting, watching. And now that it has become so obvious that this whole thing was a setup, and your people, our people, they are the pawn on their chess table. What are you going to do about it? Join them or join others to say standing up against the criminals is haram? How about the killings of innocents? Is that not haram? So when this start getting to everybody's turn, like we call it, like we say, it is a turn by turn Nigeria Limited. When they killed the Shiites, some of you felt like they deserved it because you are not Shiites. When they killed the Nigerians for revolution now, some of you felt like, well, that's their business. You are not a member of revolution now. When they decided to kill the IPOB, the Biafrans, you probably felt better because you are not a member of IPOB and what have you. And then when they went after Oloye Sunday Igboho, the Yorubas, and they killed 2 innocent people in cold blood, took their bodies away, and then denied them the befitting burial that they deserve, even after being killed extrajudicially. Some of you felt like, well, it's none of your business. But meanwhile, we have also been seeing them go into communities, massacre people en masse, Gatu killing, Kajuru killing, Southern Kaduna massacre, Plateau Jos massacre, and so many of all these killings going on. You sat dark because you were not them, or it's not you yet. So it is turn by turn Nigeria Limited. Most of your senators in Abuja fighting for one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Most of your rep members, lawmakers, even so all of your political appointees from northern Nigeria who are in Abuja taking decisions, making decisions like Lord Manos, right? Majority of them can no longer go to their communities in their own states. They know it. They've lost it completely. Many of them, the only survivor they have is as long as Nigeria is still Nigeria, yeah, Nigeria will continue to pay the bill for their exile, for them living in exile. They no longer see the people they claim to be speaking for. The more reason why, the empathy, the human empathy that you expect to see from public officials, no matter how crooked, how heartless they are, the feelings that you expect to see them feel, they don't have it. When they try to express it, it's just for the drama, for the camera. Afterward, they just go for the money. The people continue to die and die. Now, these are the people who, over time, they have used religion to zip up many people's lips in northern Nigeria. Yes, we know what is going on. Yes, we know that, we are doing our best. Yes, we know Mr. President is this and that. Yes, we know that people are doing prayer. We just want you to relax and calm down. Don't complain. Don't go out there and protest. If you do that, that is haram. These are the people using that same narrative. They appear at their different Friday prayers at different mosques all over the north. But you see down south, where everybody is always up to date about what's going on, why is this or that, they feed them back with, don't listen to them. In fact, you know what, Mr. President, ban Twitter. Our youth in northern Nigeria, they are beginning to get used to Twitter. You know, Facebook is a place where you can make up stories and people will believe the stories. You know that. Let me tell you what I'm trying to picture here. The criminals who knows that information or understanding the problem of northern Nigeria beyond what their clerics tell them, beyond what their politicians tell them, beyond what their known elites tell them, social media play different roles in either keeping their ignorance or broadening up their knowledge and understanding, and then helping them to make informed decision in challenging every lie they have been told. So social media like Instagram, if you see the northern youth on Instagram, it is pretty much about just fun, things that are not in most ways related to what they are facing or suffering from. No. If you go to Facebook, that's a platform where people can cook up stories, they can cook up lies, and thousands of people will believe them, copy them, put them on WhatsApp, start sharing them, fear mongering, fake news and the rest of that. But on Twitter, it doesn't mean that people don't share fake news on Twitter, right? But you choose what you want to see. You know why? When you put out a lie on Twitter, there are people who are there. They will they fact check it for you in the next 5-10 minutes. They will drop it and tell you. If you go and take a picture from somewhere else and you say, this picture had the Hausa Fulanis that were attacked in Anambra, they were killed in Enugu. Somebody on Twitter will quickly just grab that, squeeze that in, and they will tell you where they first saw that picture, if it ever even happened in Nigeria, right? So Facebook was like a very good ground for where lies that brought APC, Bekebe, to power really stood a test of time. But on Twitter, they have been shredded to nothing. So it has become so ridiculous to be seen as a Buhari idiot, mentally or imbalanced and all that stuff, right? So in northern Nigeria, we have started seeing some kind of revolutionary minded northerners who have started seeing beyond religion, beyond political association, beyond tribe, right? They are beginning to see beyond that, and things are beginning to look different, where they are beginning to challenge the old manipulative teachings that people will get away with on Facebook. You don't bring them on Twitter. And thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of them joined that Twitter. Some defending Buhari, others countering themselves. So they shut that down. So shut down Twitter. Shut down Twitter. They will not be able to use social media to do that connection because NSAS gave them that signal that, oh boy, for century, what do you call it? For decades, Nigerian criminal politicians, past, present, right? They have only succeeded in retaining power, oppression, brutality through the divisions among Nigerians generally. Hausas, Igbos, Yorubas, the North, the South, Christians, Muslims, this, that, They always talk about unity, how they want to bring everybody together, but they know that you coming together is a big problem for them. Trust. They ensure that that trust issue You will never bridge it. But social media is defeating that. Since this whole thing is a game of number, yeah, social media gave so much power to the Biafrans to tell the world their story, that they got the attention of the world, that they can no longer be ignored. Social media. So even those who are not Biafrans became interested in their plight all over the world. That is the power of social media. Now, it has gotten to a stage whereby social media connected the South, the North, the Christians, the Muslims so well when they are discussing the issue of Nigeria and what should be done, organizing, mobilizing, raising funds and all of that. All these things are being done or can be done very successfully without anybody even thinking, oh, is that person a Muslim? Oh, I'm a Muslim. Oh, I don't want to put my money there. Oh, I'm a Christian. Oh, I don't want to mix my money with Muslim. Or I don't want to be on the same road. People ignored religion. They ignored tribe. They ignored all these differences. And social media is building that. That's something that makes it kind of obvious when people say the power of social media is going to liberate so many countries and so many people. It has liberated many already. Internet, social media, the moment these rogues don't have the power to tamper with the power of social media. Look at them when they felt that power. It was a very powerful tool. A very powerful tool. It's happened all over the world. Hashtag, hashtag secure north, hashtag this or that. Once people start sharing that and the venues are picked, the dates are picked, the time and the rest of that, and people will begin to group and group. That's some very powerful tool that normally you needed the normal TV, the normal radio platform to organize such. But social media makes it so easy. So they panicked after the NSAS protest. They panicked, seriously. Now they know that they can shut down the internet completely and few people will hear about what is going on. So you see that barrier between the North and the South where people can actually do something and break the entire system in order to arrive at where we all desire, a working countries within the, outside the contraption forged together by force and blood. So that is the power of social media, the power of internet. It is meant to connect us. I can talk so well about everything going on in northern Nigeria. I can talk so well about everything going on in any part of Nigeria, and you can go out there and verify those things I say because of the power of social media. Nobody is denying our differences. We do have our differences, of course. That is why we said that if those who put Nigeria together, if they actually thought about it well enough, they would never have forced all these countries together to make one country that has become so useless to ourselves and to our neighbors. We know our differences, but we have been forged together by blood until that forceful, union is peacefully dissolved. And there are steps that will lead to that. One of them is that we need ourselves. Look at what is going on in eastern Nigeria. The Umahi of Ebonyi came out and he said, Buhari will be coming to Ebonyi. In protest, IPOB said they are going to shut down Ebonyi states. And Buhari's visits, they will make it uncomfortable. And that is Emma Powerful. You know Emma Powerful? Emma Powerful is the spokesperson for IPOB. Emma Powerful. Devil Umahi responded. He said that, number one, he said if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released before Buhari's visit, they will shut down Ebonyi. But you see, one thing I have managed to say all the time is this. The only people capable of violence, monumental violence, most of them that you have witnessed and you have seen in Nigeria, and most of them you have seen in eastern part of Nigeria, the only people capable of that is the government of Nigeria and the politicians from that part of the country. They are the only people capable. When IPOB says we are shutting you down, they have just one very powerful, non-violent tool that sometimes I don't understand what violence that then comes into it and why. They will always say they will sit at home. Bokwari be like Ojuju. Ojuju that comes to town where they kill Pekin, kill children, kill everybody, kill Igbos. There are those in Igbo land who knows Buhari than what Umahi would tell them about Bokwari when he crossed to APC. Just a few months ago. Maybe this year, Umahi crossed to APC. So whatever he knows about Buhari, there are Biafrans, there are Igbos in Biafra land who actually knows Buhari better because they've had first-hand experience of who he is. So they are likely going to stay away. Like they did in Imo State. They stayed away. You saw the video. You saw the streets. You saw everywhere. People stayed away. That is non-violence. But Umahi done the promise blood. He done the promise hellfire. If they burn you well, come to Ebonyi. If you go back alive. If I see any IPOB in Ebonyi on that day, if you go back, waiting. In another 15 months, Abi, how many months? In another 20 months, Devil Umahi will not be the governor for Ebonyi State anymore. He will not be able to command the shooting and killing of innocent people that he will tag IPOB because he is capable of unleashing such a violence. Leaders, so responsible leadership. That is what is lacking. Responsible, or let me say leaders to be responsible. People are angry. You all know that. People are very upset. You know why. All of you have come out to say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's detention and arrest is illegal. And in fact, it is also immoral. Not with the state of what Nigeria has become and what Buhari is giving as freebies to terrorists. Right there in that same Nigeria where thousands of Nigerians are getting killed, displaced, or kidnapped. In November 2021, just last month, over 300 Nigerians were reportedly killed, 116 confirmed kidnapped. And in that same place, Nnamdi Kanu is locked up for asking for Biafra. Igbowo is locked up for asking the Yorubas to defend themselves. But hey, since you came out to tell us that, yeah, and people are already upset, you know that the IPOB, they are non-violent. If there are criminals who are also using their names to perpetuate any criminality, the right thing to do is to go after those criminals, not go after those who are expressing their displeasure, who are always obviously going to protest. And their protest is always sit at home. You know that. But you know what Nigeria has become, eh? Don't let anybody lie to you. They are governors, so all your politicians, they are vuvuzelas, except for Buhari, who is a lifeless mannequin, right? They are on social media. They are obsessed. Their PAs, their essays, they are following every platform. And most of the time, their reaction, they call it a knee-jerk reaction. Reaction of, I will show them. Did they say that? It's like me sitting down here now and say, Oh, I give Seyi Makinde 25 days to release Nnamdi Kanu. I mean, to release Sunday Igboho. Or else, we are going to shut down Ibadan. And then the next thing, Seyi Makinde said, "Can't they make a press statement? Say, yeah, I'm going to know what I mean now." That's what I see, right? Because to them, who the hell is that Maiyegun who said that? I will deal with him. Did he know who he's talking to? Meanwhile, when they say shut down, a responsible government will be like, wait till they won't take shut us down. They are going to sit at home. Well, if they are sitting at home, the people who want to come out can come out. So if they want to sit at home to shut us down for that day, fine. That shouldn't make us kill anybody or arrest anyone, but not in Nigeria. Now, so, mad people leading normal people who have now been turned to mad people as well. So everybody just, they mad. Whom are you, they threaten, they would do this, and yet the marginalization that gave birth to IPOB, to Nnamdi Kanu's advocacy, the marginalization are still there. The other day, they said that the one that has been conducting the mass killings of Igbos in Imo State, the Supreme Court governor, Oples Uzodinjo or Uzodingba, I don't know which of them you prefer. Oples Uzodinjo, right, came out just 2 days ago, and they said Oples Uzodinjo is writing about the marginalization of Igbo people and why Igbo people want Biafra, everything that has to do with what the IPOB have been talking about, and they got criminalized for it. Though it's probably going to be a version, their own version, because their own version is not about breaking up Nigeria. It's about, yes, the Igbos are marginalized. We have been denying this. We have been this and that. Our people have been killed for this and that. Exactly what Nnamdi Kanu is being locked up for. Somebody else is writing a book, even though they are still conducting their military exercise, house to house killing of innocent people in Olu, also, and so many other areas where they want to establish their Ruga. So IPOB will sit at home if they say they want to sit at home. You know that. And people will sit at home. And those who are not going to sit at home are going to go about their normal businesses. So if you see anybody carrying gun or weapons or anywhere attacking innocent people, it is the job of Umahi to protect those people. You don't go into people's homes because you want to send a message, just like a Wike did in Rivers State, just because he wanted to prove to Nnamdi Kanu that he is a governor. Nnamdi Kanu is not governor. That he is a powerful person. Nnamdi Kanu has not such power with him. He wanted to prove that. He decided to go into Obigbo by bringing in soldiers that committed genocide in Obigbo. You know the story. Social media. They are all here. They are all watching. They don't want anybody to take the shine off them. Umahi was talking in a church service, and he was talking about IPOB, and they should go and tell them that if they come to Ebonyi State, they will not go back alive. So I picked that up somewhere earlier today as well. So talking about useless leadership with useless decisions that continue to hamper and affect everyone walking about with that green, white, green, or green passport, or something like that makes you feel like you are a proud Nigerian. The frustration that comes with it. I heard that UK is making a bit of adjustment to the red list thing, but at the same time, we also hear that Nigeria is also going to ban UK, ban Canada, US, and every country that has put Nigeria on the red list. They're going to ban them from coming to Nigeria. Something that we call it also like a fire brigade approach. Something that they want to feel like they are also, how can you do like that to Giant of Africa? How can you just say you put us there? forgetting the fact that the reason why their names appeared, the names of Nigeria appeared in that list, and what should be done, at least for the sake of the safety of the people, your people, just like us here in the UK, whatever they say they are doing it for the sake of our safety, yeah? Now, when they said they put Nigeria on the red list, which means if you have to travel at all, come into the UK, you will do this quarantine and the rest of that, just same way in Nigeria. But make it clean, make it clearer, make it transparent enough that they can trust that system, so that everyone, you, me, all of us who are going to get caught up in the whole mess between them, right? We can at least have something easy life, right? Now, let's put it this way. Nigeria is doing nothing about this issue of coronavirus that is transparent enough. When they agree to something, instead of them to put credibility into it enough to block any loopholes where those who are going to do counterfeiting, fake, forgery, they will not have access, in a way that those of you are going to have to need those clearances to transit or to move from Nigeria to any of these countries. You will not have to go and face hell like many people have been facing in the last 1 week. Nigeria jumped out. We are going to ban all flight from the UK. But you know that in that same Nigeria, yeah, the UK flight are still going to be coming in because their family members are in the UK. But back in the UK said, oh, if you are going to be coming here from Nigeria, you have to pay this social amount, which Nigeria on their own should initially probably should have fought against us. So why should they pay that if we are having that? If we are going to provide a similar facility for everyone coming into our own country, and if they have to pay, you know what I mean? Like, make it transparent and easy enough for those who want to pass through. But Nigeria has nothing. Nigeria began what they call pity party. UK ban us because we are black. UK ban us because they are racist. UK ban us, but they didn't tell their people that they have been issuing fake positive COVID-19 positive cards at their airport that people are paying for. You know, you don't need to do any test, just take it. While some of the places, while the rest of the world continue to donate a vaccine to them, they locked them up until we were told that 1 million of those vaccines have expired in that same place. But yet, people are walking about with vaccinated. Now, all these people who got vaccinated, only to come around into the UK to find out that they are holding a fake vaccination card. Nigeria is not really much interested in that, because they are, even if they found out, they are not ready to make any changes about that. To them in Nigeria, coronavirus is a business. Even to Nigerians in Nigeria, they will tell you about coronavirus na business. But lives of the same Nigerians are going to be, it's being affected as we speak. But Nigeria is there with their pity party. Now, those who could afford, they are paying fortune to be put in an isolation center in the UK. I've seen the video too, right? But you know, the saddest thing is this: whatever happened to you, once you leave Nigeria to any part of the world, whatever happens to you, however you are treated, no matter how inhumane it is, except you found an organization in that country who takes up your case or takes up your complaint and eventually get you a compensation for it, you can't cry and expect Nigeria to do the right thing after that. Because from where you are coming from, you know it. You are treated even worse by the people that should treat you with the most humane and respectful manner. They make it business. It is business for them. Business for them. Nigerian embassies in the UK, Nigerian embassies in so many of these countries where you have been put on this red list, they will be able to do nothing for you as long as they can get their clearance as VIPs, where Buhari and family, as long as they put the name of people on that red list, forget it. This is UK. Their family, the VIPs, they still fly to the UK. They still come here. And they still get that privilege. But now people who want to return, who wants to travel to Nigeria for school, or those who wants to come back here for all them from to return to school and the rest of that, those who are caught up in between are the ones. And some of you are coming back here after holidaying in Nigeria, getting caught up in this, and you have to go and pay 2,500 pounds somewhere where they put you in a. I've been told they are really, really terrible places they put out there in London. Nigerians, other nationals from all over the world, they are complaining of that place. But Nigerians are there knowing that what would your government do for you if it was in Nigeria? And other than Nigeria to do the right thing, put credibility in their system, at least do something right for the first time, consider the hell it is for people right now to travel, and now to actually be added, your country to be added with your green passport, your country to be added to the red list, and how many things, career and everything that this is going to affect. And what is your country? What is actually that complaint portion anywhere now? Like, if you go online now, if you are coming to the UK, you will get access to all the information on what you need to do, cost, price, this, that, what it will take you to quarantine anywhere. Go on that same online and you will see it there. If you can tell me where they will tell you exactly how the process is going to be if you get to Nigeria, and if it ever is what they say it will be. They will tell you you are going to, it's going to cost you 100,000 naira to quarantine, but you are going to need to pay 250 this, 150 that. And by the time you get there, you know what I'm talking about. But just like other Nigerians, yeah, your government is playing the victim card. And they know that within the next few days, some of you will either find your way around it, or UK government Home Office will reduce the whole stress. Maybe they will then allow you to just do track and trace and continue to wherever you are going to and all of that. Maybe if you have more credible vaccination card that they say you need to travel, if you have more credible ones, the one that if they give you in Nigeria, when they scan it here in the UK, you can continue your journey and do your self-isolation, wherever you are going to. All these steps are things that your home country should do. Except UK changes anything, right? You just have to find your way around it and get used to it until it's forgotten and something else happen again, and we won't even talk about you anymore. And they will say, are you still facing the same problem 6 months after? I thought coronavirus, that was 6 months ago. We are still facing the problem. Oh, if you are going to the UK, if you give them your vaccinated whatever card, if it be fake, the future you say now this and that, people are getting deported though because they get, you know what I mean? Until then, that is what Nigeria does to you. Failed leadership, failed, irresponsible followers, ignorant followers who believe that somebody somewhere, a messiah, invincible somebody will just come somewhere and will just make all this problem go away. They don't have to do anything because there's nothing they can do. There's a lot you can do that can change everything. But it starts with you. Start with me. Liberation of the mind that says Tinubu can be your savior again. That is a slave mind. It's just not going to do anything else other than just to enslave you. And then talk say now only mad people, they do same thing again and again, and they expect a different result. Now only mad people. Insane people. So you'll be insane if you think this is just going to go away. Or Tinubu and gang, they have that magic wand. Tell yourselves, okay, even if they give you money, all of you, probably all of you in northern Nigeria who are now telling us that now only God, if you stop, well, I've read that somewhere. They said now only God will stop Tinubu, and nobody can stop him. That after Buhari, now Tinubu from northern Nigeria, Tinubu will keep us safe. Tinubu will keep us, this and that. What people are saying is that if Tinubu, if anybody within this your APC, if they have the solution, if they are not in bed with the terrorists, if they are not in bed with thieves looting your money, and then, you know what I mean, looting your money, if they are not in bed with them, they should give that solution to Buhari now so that they can save your lives and you can be able to vote if voting is what you want. At least there should be people who have the idea inside APC Nabi. If Buhari have lost all ideas, it's very simple. Nobody gets any idea to keep you safe but you. Nobody. They will make money from your misery. They will make money from your death. They will build mansions from talking about your death because they will be budgeting money to say they want to prevent another death. And until when other people die, they won't justify the money they budget all the time. So the question is, who is going to die next now? Now all of us go still die. Oh, sure you get me now. But the kind of death where I won't die. I prefer to just die inside my room. All this kind of Nollywood death. You say, my son, my daughter, God bless you. No marry anybody with no black hole. My son, you now won't find yellow girl, make you marry. You see that my bicycle in the backyard? That is for you. You, Adama. You see that goat, the day where they give you for, you know what I'm talking about, Sha? All this Nollywood death. And after talking and talking, I say, my darling wife, I love you so much. I am going home now. Say, daddy, please don't die. I say, daddy, baba. That's the kind of death me, I won't die. Sure you get that kind of death. I don't know which of them is easier, but I mean, something that just makes you die, within your family, where your family are holding you. Nobody say when Boko Haram don't machete your brain, machete your head, you can't be like, say, Baba, Boko Haram, Baba, Mama, my daughter, and that's even kind of close enough to say you still die in the arm of somebody who loves you than for somebody to just cut your head. They don't see body, they don't see head. Or they see body, they don't see head. Or they see head, they don't see body. So yeah, I can't pile everybody together. I can't they use head. Have you seen that? That's how terrible it is. So that's the worst one. When they cut everybody's head, they will now say, since you remember that time when they cut when they killed 110 farmers in Borno, somewhere. You remember that this year? You know what they did? They harassed farmers on their farms. The terrorists captured all of them, rounded them up, 110. And they accused them of being spies to government. They are spies. Farmers, they now cut all their heads off. 110 human beings. Now imagine what it was like when they discovered these people and they discovered their bodies. You know what they did there? They now put each head like that, each. They now put them like pile, one by one. 110 heads of farmers. Farmers, growing food. Oh. Now imagine when the police came to come and pack all of them. Because that's how we saw the picture. Go on Google right now and search for that. Rice farmers killed in Borno. 110 rice farmers killed in Borno. Search for that right now. You will see the pictures. You will see the image. Horrible. Imagine that kind of death in the hands of terrorists. They will now start using your head to measure over 100 bodies. For example, if they cut this my head, maybe my body, since my head no get logo or anything, so they will now have to, this will be like my head, like you see, head. They will now be using your head to measure body. They say, check this one. Check this one at the body. Say, no. I say the neck fat. This one neck tiny. This boy neck tiny. They will take it again. Say, check this one. Check that one. We are all going to die, but that kind of death is not the death that anybody should wish for. And I won't say that those who have been killed that way, they wished for that. People said chopped off. People shot in execution, then start at close range. Pa, 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 pa. People couldn't defend themselves. Children, they gave children guns, AK-47, machine guns. They gave them guns to go in there. They gave them guns, gave them drugs. They go into villages, anything where they move. Yankari, Yamutu, anything moving, Yamutu. And then you see the president of the country, the emirs, the sultan, you will see all of them. They are doing marriage. They are doing chieftaincy. They are doing book launching. They are doing everything, and they are giving speeches of how they have managed to secure the country. And you, as a northerner, you said, yes, Baba, may Allah continue to bless you. What do you think that Allah is doing if to say your prayer is being answered? What do you think that Allah is doing if you have already if you are not blaspheming Allah? If you tell Allah and you say Buhari is doing well, Allah should continue to bless him. Every day that Buhari is there as your president is a day you are close to your death. And you know, one thing is that religion is a very powerful thing. Seriously, in Nigeria, some people have come to the stage of their lives where they don't feel chained by some unacceptable religious doctrines or ideologies that they don't want to, You see this fanatic Islamic North, especially some of them who are really, really, really fanatics, those ones who can group anytime, they are called the mob. They can group anytime, they can burn down hundreds of houses, they can kill people on the streets, and they will never feel sad about it, especially if that riot starts from their Friday prayer time. Because according to them, if you are a Nigerian and you are not a Muslim, they have a special prayer for you when you die. Ahmed, I wish Ahmed can help me type into the comments what I'm about to tell you. They say it. I think they say it in Hausa or whatever language is called. Yeah? They say, if you die, you are number one, you are considered as an infidel. Even if they have no problem with you, they don't know you. they will pray that on the day of resurrection, when everybody go rise from the dead to go and face judgment, these fanatics, they will pray that this earth should press you down so that your spirit will not come out. That's how religion has enveloped their sawdust scores. The hatred, that's to tell you, because the narrative of make the earth press you, that is, you will not be able to get out. Somebody should help me. I'm going to check that usually on Facebook. I have people here Hausa very well on Facebook. So I forgot that. I thought I was going to screenshot that and share that. They pray specially that the earth should press you so that your soul will never come out. So that, whatever kills you, they want you, they justified it, and they said you deserve no other thing anymore, even after death. That's to tell you that killing the non-Muslims is not considered an haram until a Muslim is killed. Now, they have now seen that they have been the ones living in denial. The terrorists, they don't care whether you are a Muslim or whether you are a Christian. They don't care. Once you are caught, that is it. You are going to be between life and death. So many of them are now realizing that. Even if you want the infidels to remain under the ground, which all of us go remain anyway, all of us go die, rotting away, all the bones, dust, and gone. The earth will hit that. And for those who believe that if you do well, you go heaven, whatever it is, none of them is the judge, okay? But for somebody like myself, once I die and bury me, whatever you know about me will be the memory. If you dream and you see me for your dream, now because say you followed me a lot when I did alive. Say, man, I saw dream, I saw Maiyegun, I saw that Maiyegun came in white clothes. He wake up, Baba, calm down. Nobody is coming in white clothes. If you miss me when I die, you could dream about me. Because anything that happened after that, you self no get clue, me self no get clue. Whatever it is, we don't die. So that religion of hatred whereby can make people to look away and say, well, kill them, Joe. Well, they are not really useful. Even though they are human beings, they are not useful. They are infidels. So if they die self, they are useless. But all of us could die, buried there. Anything you believe after that. God bless you, Ahmed. See, Ahmed has a YouTube TV. It's called Aribaba TV. Yes, that's Ahmed. Ahmed just used the super chat now. Aribaba TV. I've also seen African Wahala. African Wahala also have a YouTube channel. Guys, you know now when we say I want to build my network, Ahmed is going to be Ahmed is going to become one of our presenters on Diaspora Radio International from the US. And Ahmed, if you're watching this, right, thank God that you are already doing something close to that. Aribaba TV. That is Ahmed. Guys, follow him if you love to. And Ahmed, maybe we would like to start hearing from you too. Thank you. Ala yakara machi mata na hunyin nauyin kasa. Hala yakara machi or mata nauyin kasa. It simply means that God punish you even if you die as anybody will not be Muslim. This is not just Christian. No, it says if you die and you are not a Muslim. So if terrorists kills you when you are not a Muslim, Baba, it's your fault. Now it's becoming clearer now where people know that terrorism doesn't know religion. It doesn't know. These terrorists, they don't have religion. Okay? These terrorists are those who crammed Quran in northern Nigeria. it is normal. It is normal for children to read Quran from Pali to Pali. Okay, let me explain that again. You know that in Yoruba land in the West, parents send their children to go and learn to Quranic school because they just want them to have that spiritual understanding, the guidance, how to pray when they are in problem, when they are in happy, all that stuff. Some send their children to that Quranic school. After they read the Quran, they further their study to become cleric, to become teachers, tutors. That's what we know in Yoruba land. And the teachers and tutors can become spiritualists. People where they help you check if you go make them in life or you no go make them. Or if your wife na witch or your mama na angel. Those are who they do all of that. So those who goes into, so these tools, well, what we know. But in northern Nigeria, it is a normal thing for children to read Quran. From Pali to Pali. Ahmed, help me out in the comments. I'm reading your comments, Ahmed. Ariba, it's called Aribab's Fact File. They see Aribaba TV, Baba. You need to do some editing there, Ahmed. So it is a normal thing. That is why they can read, they can write in Arabic. They know all the verses from Quran chapter 1 to last chapter. I think Quran is chapter 144. Is it? Is it? So it's normal. So these are now those who potentially feels like it is wrong to feel sorry for infidels. And infidels are non-Muslims. So this same mentality is what they use for the entire country. What is wrong with all of you? We are just managing you, you infidels. Even for those who are educated, among them, those who have Western education, that mentality from, you know what I mean? It is the same mentality that the Quran talks about alcohol. The Quran talks about women and their role, and then Sharia and all of that. So what they did was that they pick the ones they know who give them some sort of advantage. And then they want to make that the rest of the country. Like, what is wrong with you guys? You guys are just infidels. You should be grateful that we are living in the same country. You should be grateful that we are with you in this country, not the other way, like some of you will say. These northerners, we're not supposed to stay in the same country with them. They feel like they shouldn't be in the same country with you. Now, I'm talking about these religious fanatics now. I'm not talking about the generality of them. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Do not generalize. But they have realized now that terrorists don't have religion. Since they are also the terrorists, they have read the Quran, especially those Boko Haram one. Fulani know they read Quran. Fulani terrorists know they read Quran before they shoot you. No. Now the Boko Haram, the ISWAP, those are the ones who want to make Nigeria Islamic nation, Islamic country. Until that happens, until all of you turn to Allah, to Quran and all that, they will continue to kill you. Those ones are those ones that got recruited from Sheikh Gumi and all those sheikh in northern Nigeria. There are other good ones who are speaking up now, but we'll get to hear them more. If we begin to pay attention, you are likely never going to hear about them. But there are many of them springing up now and saying, well, you know what? Will I say this will not be about Islam versus others. So will I say this thing are terrorists versus the rest of us? If we not stand up now and we allow these people, they go finish us. So they don't kidnap imam, they don't bomb mosques, they don't keep people inside mosque. And they are still telling you that they are killing infidels. Are we infidels? That's the point we have gotten to now. So you, my brother, from northern Nigeria, Christian, no, Muslim, or we not get any religion, no. It don't they cook. The wahala don't they cook. It's been there already. When I say don't they cook, it simply means that if you hear bow, bow, bow here and there, don't panic. Just join them. Big. Don't let them live for the back of your house. So carry. Big. You know what they call like carry. Big. Don't let them drop it at the back of your house, or else Nigeria will happen to you. It is about to go down. I'm not saying that it's going to go down in 24 hours, and I'm not saying it's not going to. But you see that thing where they have choking you with. The ones you have bottled in for so long, it's about to explode. Just the same way before the 2020, October 2020. And remember this, so when people will react, they are not reacting violently, but when the government will react to it, they will react violently. They have invited about 5 people now. 5 people because of secure not protest. And let me tell you something. They said the what do you call them? The Nigerian military and the rest of them we usually pump out during protest and what have you. They pray that what happened in 2020 will not happen again, especially in northern Nigeria. Because if that should be the case, well, they may have to find somewhere to smuggle Jubri to go and save, to be safe. Again, you can call it a wishful thinking. But here is what makes it a kind of wishful some of the time. The only people who are capable of unimaginable violence is the government. And since you have criminals who are not tired of blood, who are so bloodthirsty, still in government, you can expect a maximum force from them too. But there are some limitations to that madness. And that limitation comes from the numbers of those who genuinely want something to change. Maybe all of us want something to want things to change. But every day, people are getting closer to what will likely shock us. I am so kind of positive about that. And I can feel it too. Yeah? I remember when, let me use this as another, some sort of example. You remember when Ikeja cantonment happened back in Lagos? And I think that was in year 2000. Cantonment bombing. Yeah? And Yorubas didn't vote for Obasanjo in 1999. Well, according to the result they released, Yorubas didn't vote for PDP of Obasanjo. But enough. Like they delivered Buhari, they delivered Obasanjo and made him president. Then bomb blast happened in Lagos cantonment, where they have kept Nigerian factor, where they kept bombs, the coolant, something that should be keeping it cool. They say generator where they supply the power to that place don't break down for like months. Somehow they are managing to still keep the place working temporarily until when they couldn't. And before you know it, the action of the heat and what are all those explosives started going up, boom, 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 boom. And Obasanjo was in Lagos, right? Normally, in Nigeria, you would expect that Buhari, that some of these our brothers, all these our brothers and sisters, the Facebook adsmen and social media bandits, that they will always tell you, well, I think it's even boring, when they go out there and say, Sai Baba, Sai Baba, Sai Baba, until they started saying, Kai Baba, Kai Baba. You would think that with all these killings, Buhari should have even relocated to northern Nigeria, because he should have become so tired of visiting the victims, of visiting the venues and visiting the communities and talking to them. And he should have become so tired that he would have relocated there, because every day they kill people, every day. Despite all the goats, cows, chicken, stones, trees, empty houses that voted for Buhari, and the millions. The guy just want to be president, just flex and enjoy that. But a Yoruba man won't do that too. I can quickly say it here. A Southerner won't do that too. I remember how many times Goodluck Egbere Jolantan visited some of these places being attacked in northern Nigeria. At some point, they even stoned him in Bauchi because they felt like he's not doing enough. They stoned him. Nobody got killed. Nobody got arrested. Nothing. The sitting president. You always, at least somehow, you still see that empathy. But when religion and big ethnic bigotry is your thing, forget it. Even your own people, you know, go give a damn about them. Let me show you. Remember when Obasanjo was in Lagos? The Obasanjo himself wasn't really helpful. But he was there. When they found out that the bomb blast in Ikeja, what was going on in Ikeja was bomb blast. It wasn't a coup. Obasanjo managed to calm down. Initially, the whole thing started the same evening that Obasanjo landed in Ota, as his helicopter was landing in Ota, right? They just boom, boom, boom from Ikeja. They said, hey, it's a coup. Maybe they want to overthrow him. Remember that time? But the guy still came out. If you want kill me. It was there, no show that day, and cantonment. Watch.
What you are doing does not help the situation. I take the opportunity of being here around Lagos, come here first thing this morning to assess the situation on the ground. I don't have to be here. I don't have to be here. And the garrison commander has reported to me, the GOC has reported to me, the governor has reported to me. I have already deliberated with them what we need to do to provide relief, to provide immediate attention, connect children that are dispersed with their parents, to provide food for those who are scattered from their homes because their homes have been measures to be taken to bring relief and to make sure that this is looked into Listen. Now, if I go inside and I go into your room, what do I do? We will help you as much as possible. But you should also help us to be able to help you. How? Keep remain calm. Do as you are told. The governor is here, the GOC is here, the garrison commander is here. Between them, the police is here. Between the three of them, all that needs to be done will be done.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm here. And God is here.
We have got the opportunity to serve again for additional 4 years. And Nigerians will know the difference.
I told you before I showed you the video, it wasn't that Obasanjo himself was that impressive, but he was there. Did you see the people react? Man, this was like 20 years ago. That video you just watched, though. It's about, I know, hang on. I think it was in 2001, 2002. I'm sorry, what am I saying? Year 2001, 2002, it should be. That's about 20 years ago, anyway. About 20 years ago. Obasanjo as the president. It was closed there. Abuja to Kaduna. They said about 30 minutes flight. I've been how many minutes? Abuja to Kano. Abuja to all these places. They are in the chopper. They are like about an hour flight, which means they can take Buhari there. You can meet the people, speak to them. Okay, you know. Did you hear when Obasanjo was like, they know he's lying, right? They knew then he was lying. It was like, you see, we are going to help you. We are going to look into, you know, sorry, sir. Did you hear when everybody said, sorry, sir? Most of those who are the victims of the Ikeja cantonment bomb, so many of them, they have forgotten about what they promised them because they never got them. Obasanjo, many presidents came after that. Yeah, January 2001. God bless you. Because I remember I was in Lagos then when that happened. And some of my, because I had to take a brother of mine and a sister of mine from Ilupeju. And we had to walk because we didn't know what was going on. We thought it was war. Well, I've never witnessed something like that in my life. I was just about 19 or 18 years or something like that. Right? So we had to walk, we had to trek from Ilupeju, right, to Ooni, no, to Fadeyi, where people were just trekking. Some people had to trek from that cantonment to Okiafa. So many people drowned in the canal, Okiafa canal. Then, before we heard that it was a bomb, we all had to run out of our houses because we felt like the whole house was going to blow. Omo war, no be small thing, no. This thing we just remember now. Ikeja cantonment bombing. Initially, you'll be like, you are safe. Let's stay inside. Oshodi to that Ikeja cantonment, because that same Ikeja cantonment is not far from Oshodi. Oshodi is not far from Ilupeju Estate, where I lived. So the bomb was exploding in cantonment. Our windows were shattering in Ilupeju, close to Obanikoro. So look at that distance. Our windows were shattering. You know this welded cover on the you know, these gated shops. You know these doors that you always, these iron doors for shops. You always have this cover that you have the padlock under, usually like a cover, right? You know, in my old house there in Ilupeju, we had shops in front of our house. So Many of those shots, the gates, some of them were leaving the beam, not like completely out. Oh, they are like shaking. If you hold the gates, they are already shaking from the rim. That was how powerful the bombs were. So we just rush out. We ran out. We don't know where we were going. I told them, I said, no, they go to Bolu. I won't forget. I told because I was in charge of my grandma's shop in Elukpeju then. So I had all the money, all the sales. Everybody don't scatter. People don't go where they won't go. Money in my pocket. I was like, you know what? You too. Say you go follow me to Odogbolu because it's like the world is about to end. So if the world is going to end, it will end with us in Odogbolu. Then it was my brother, Toby, who said, but actually, how are you sure that they have not bombed entire Odogbolu? There was no internet like you have it today. There is no social media to tell you what was going on. Well, Obasanjo was president. He came there physically. He changed the mood of the people. He gave them something to expect. Tinubu everybody was there. Like, that is what leadership is all about. Even more. Even though it was all about failure anyway. It was at Fadeyi they told us that it was bomb blast. That it was bomb blast in the cantonment. I mean, at the cantonment. People were everywhere. Everybody outside. Some people were like, you know, Lagos people now. People, they buy drink. Some people, they watch TV. They watch TV. They watch NTA. They watch any channel where they will see then. It was around 8 p.m. at night that they now confirmed that it was a bomb blast. Then we started finding our ways back home. Then people have died. Those who died didn't die because of the bomb, but they died because they got trampled on, stepped on in canals that surrounded the area then. Oh boy, people die. Oh, a lot of people died. But look at those who, somebody was talking about, Maiyegun, don't praise this Obasanjo. He killed people in Odi and Zaki. I know, I'm not praising him. I'm just giving an example of, even though Yorubas didn't support or voted for him in 1999, it was obvious. That's why the first thing he said, when I was at that gathering, that's why I kept that video. I was in that gathering. I was there. I was a little young boy. Well, not so young. Maybe 18, 19 then, I remember. I was there, and I won't forget it. Since that time, the only thing I remember most about Obasanjo for my childhood was that statement, I am not supposed to be here. It's only because I am close to Lagos. That's why I decided to stop by here. He said it. Replaying that video right now brought that back to me. But it was there. Even if Buhari, all of them said, Sai Baba, they won't kill for. It should show some remorse. It should show some sympathy. It should show some leadership. It should put action to his word, but that would be me talking to a ghost. Nobody fit tell a ghost what to do. Because a ghost is a ghost, it doesn't exist. You get what I mean now? Leadership, responsibility. People just want people to look up to. Have you not noticed? Even on social media, you will see that people want people to look up to. Somebody they can say, I want to listen to that person. Now, if you now find yourself in position of authority to affect millions of lives, millions of people will be looking up to you. Your decision, your action, your thought, your sayings, and everything. You know, people will be looking up to you because everything you do affects them, whether you know it or not. And you should know it if you are responsible as a leader. You should know it. That is what is missing within these people. And it is the system that continues to indulge and encourage them. Before then, kidnap your own brother or your sister, and you will pay ransom, and will use your own story to give to enlighten people and say, "Come on, Nigeria go happen to you, but it go happen to you differently." If people come out and say they are tired, they don't want this anymore, don't be one of those that will join those that will go and attack them. That is so easy in Nigeria today. The poverty level has grown beyond imagination. It's grown beyond exponential, as they put it. Extraordinary. That people are willing to collect 500 naira and attack those who are asking the government to make life easier so that they won't need to beg for 500 naira to survive, or they won't need to get 500 naira to keep people for them. You know, they will take 500 and attack the people asking the government to do the right thing. That's how terrible it has become. Before, they pay people to carry placard and say they support government. When all of you carry your own placard and say, we don't want this government. But they've gone beyond that now. They pay people to carry placard and attack you, who is asking the government to do the right thing. So this 2-in-1 job now. You see thugs, criminals with sharp objects, dangerous objects, protected by police in their large numbers, carrying placard for Nigeria, but at the same time attacking those who are asking the government to do the right thing, where two protesters can coexist. We've seen that all over the world. Supporters, those who are for, those who are against. In Nigeria, they pay people and they will clash so that the military, the police, can use that excuse to say, shall we not tell you? See now, thugs are about to hijack, thugs are going to hijack the protest. That's why we are arresting people. We need to arrest people. It is the same technique. If you have more numbers, if the North want to stop bleeding, then the North should start talking. If you are from the North, Christian, a Muslim, before this Nigeria happened to you, you better start talking. Start talking, or else, one way or the other, you will find yourself in either side of the aisle. All right? Fighting to stay alive, or fighting with those who want to destroy the system that is about to kill them. You are going to find yourself on the other side of the aisle. But it will be great if you choose it. It will be great if you are prepared for it. Protest is not around. Protest revolution is not around. Your criminal leaders, all this, what's that guy's name? Garbage. What's be that guy's name again? The guy will go start one app. The guy that garbage. Say Garba something. It's not Garbage Shewu. Garbage Shewu is that of presidency. That Femi Falana is the deputy too. I'm not talking about that one. This one will go do one thing called Kauri. The guy that sued Twitter, you know what I'm talking about? There are many like that too, who said protesting against insecurity, against incompetency, against the corrupt system of government they have there. Adamu, yeah, God bless you, Jerry. Adamu. Mumu. So those ones are those that should come out now and say, well, they don't kill us, finish. About Buhari, they don't kill us, finish. But we are waiting on them because they are like never going to do that. It's never going to happen. But if you have the right number, and you are not one of those saying that protest is haram, revolution is haram, when they call, you will answer. But if your way is to, what do you call it, is to get the hell out of that hellfire, a beautiful, comfortable hellfire called Nigeria, whichever thing you choose, just remember this. Until you kill Nigeria, Nigeria will continue to kill you. Then who is next? That's another question. Who is next? Who is going to pay ransom next? All right? It's all up to you. So, to my people, my Biafran people, be careful of Devil Umahi. Okay? These are people who have, one way or the other, I don't know what in them swallow. Or whatever they swallowed, right? I strongly believe that there were those before him. There will be there will be so many after him too. There have been those who have thought that there will never be a time that any of you, one of you, will ever get bold enough to ask for Biafra. They thought they did it. No winner, no vanquish, right? And then you have those who believed that too, who decided that they will continue to sacrifice your agitation, sacrifice your people for their own selfish interest and the rest. But the agitation is going to outlive him. Devil Umahi, hopeless Uzodinjo, hopeless Uzodingba. And the rest of them who are like this one Nigeria agent, just like us in Yoruba land too. The traditional rulers and Tinubu and gang who are all spreading their blood money as we speak, trying to railroad the Yorubas into an arrangement that we have no clue or know nothing to do with at all. Swagger, they called it. It is the same thing. The agitation will outlive them all, right? But it will only outlive them if many of you have not fizzled out before then. And they say every action gets its own contrary or opposite reaction. So I keep saying, hold on yourself. Learn how to hold on yourself together. Not be everything person they take react. Not be everything people they react the way you want to react. Sometimes you can always pretend not to care. Sometimes I've done that, and but again, hold on ourselves together. This so Pharaoh you are seeing today, these pharaohs you are seeing today, you shall see them no more. Like they said these Egyptians you have seen today, you shall see them no more. Unfortunately, many of you actually prefer to live in Egypt today. We actually have our brothers and sisters who live in Egypt, and they'll tell you, Maiyegun, will I say these Egyptians, they told us that we have seen them, we will see no more. We should stop using that, and I will agree with you. But you see, these criminals you are seeing today, all these power mongers, these opportunists, all these scavengers, these crowners, pickpockets, lazy, unproductive crook, you shall see them no more. Only when you know that we need one another. Needing one another simply means learning to trust one another. An injury to one should be an injury to all. Injustice to one should be an injustice to all. And then if we can build that gap and keep it enough to trust ourselves enough. If you hear, hey, revolution now in the northern Nigeria, I've told you, in New York, in London, in Canada, all over the world, please, let's kick it in. We can start the global response to that. So much to do in order to help people back in Nigeria too. Something needs to change. That's the point. But look at these criminals. Do they look like people who want to change anything? They said that they were signing electoral bill, and they've done electoral bill amendments that will allow them to transfer election results electronically, legitimately as in legally. Buhari and gang said they won't sign it. Do you know what they said their reason is? Because it is too close to the next election. Buhari promised to conduct free and fair election. Election, they will write the result. The same election that brought him, the same election that they rigged in 2019. Now, they did this public review, public interview, public hearing, this and that on the electoral law. And the people agreed that they have to make sure that at least election results, votes, and the results are transferred electronically. And these guys said they would do it. Now they found out that transferring election electronically will cut out all the fake results, all the fake numbers, all the empty villages that they have written down as existing, right? They are scared of that, and the Buhari have said he's not signing it. Why? It is too close to 2023. This is 2021. They've given it back to him for the past 1 month, but they won't sign it. It is too close to the next election. So something needs to give, something needs to go. They are not slowing down. They are not giving up. Whatever it is that has prompted people, gotten us to the stage where we decided that the union or unity of Nigeria should be discussed, the existence of Nigeria and every other component part of that country should come to the round table. It should be discussed by everyone who still want to be part of that. And they said it is non-negotiable. Those reasons that brought us to that level, corruption, underdevelopment, killings, incessant killings in particular, displacement of Nigerians, and then the forceful takeover of people's ancestral land using the state fiat by their fake laws that they are putting together, all things that ostracize the locals, the indigens, the people, the indigenous people per se, right, are the things that fueled the agitation for the breakup of Nigeria. And some said maybe through an election you can get rid of the criminals who have brought you to this stage. But the criminals know better. That the legitimizing or validating the crime they are doing is always through the ballots. So therefore, anything that is going to put them in that disadvantaged position, that will make them lose that grip and power, the influence, they will never sign up for it. And that is playing out now. For the rest of the country, forget it. There's not going to be transfer of election electronically. So how do you then want to end agitation for Biafra and agitation for Oduduwa nation when the same oppressive system that produced Buhari is cooking up to produce another Buhari Pro Max? Where do you think that's going to take everybody? We'll find out. Until then, if they say, hey, wherever you are, respond. And we'll take it on from there. Thank you so much for your time again tonight. All right. I have been told most times, so many people, because of the time change, okay, because of our time change, so many people are not really always catching up with Maiyegun in time. But if you are one of them joining us later in the broadcast, you can always watch it again. And if you are just in it as well, you can also still watch it as well later until our time change back. Until then, I'm going to say good night. So you can give me that thumb up, like that video just before you go. And when I see you again, is when I see you again. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ìpẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ìgòmìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tún ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tún ra kì o ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí.